You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
In a world filled with cigars, craft beer, comics, movies, and video games,
only two men are brave enough to search out all things nerdy.
It's the Cigar Nerds Podcast!
And welcome to Cigar Nerds Podcast. I'm your host, Smokin' Joe.
And I'm your occasional co-host, Ginger Avenger.
I mean, at this point, I think you've smoked more cigars on here than Brad.
So do I get a medal or something?
Or
does that mean you're just not going to go check me back into the psychological facility when we're done with this?
We'll give you a cookie.
That's like disappointing.
So, this week, I'm smoking the newest edition of the Amazon Basin, because we're going to be talking about some Stranger Things, and some of those tentacles look like some shit you would find in the Amazon.
Probably are.
This guy has a Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper over Nicaraguan binders, and a filler blend of Colombian, Dominican, and Brazilian Braganaca.
Huh?
It's a fucking Brazilian word that I can't pronounce. It's Bragancia. Bragnaca.
Bragnaca. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan to me.
So, that's where the name Amazon Basin comes from, because that particular tobacco is grown in a remote region of, like, undisturbed Amazonian jungle.
Cool.
Literally, they harvest this tobacco once every 3 years, roll it into basically logs of tobacco, where it ages for 6 months, and then they have to ship it out via canoe. Because there's no roads to where this field is.
So that makes that very rare. Well, that's cool. I have some monkey turds in there or something, but it's fine. I
mean, they do have cat shit coffee, so monkey turd tobacco is not outside of the realm of possibilities.
It's not actually a cat, it's a civet, but same thing. It's cat adjacent. It's a relative.
Anyway, so what are you smoking? Because it's the same shit you smoke every time.
Not every time. I'm smoking a Deadwood's Girl with No Name, but it's good, and I like it. And once I find something I like, I stick to it, like you.
Yes, but every episode we review a different cigar.
You review a different cigar.
You smoke the same cigar, and then Brad just vapes.
Well, I don't vape. It could be worse. I'm not that gay. I'm gay. I'm not that gay. So it could be worse. I could be sitting here vaping. Instead, I'm here smoking a cigar and drinking Monster like a goddamn man. So it's fine.
So this week we're going to be talking about the final season of Stranger Things.
Sad panda.
And if you've got to fight off Vecna, you should call in the Strike Force. StrikeForceEnergy.com. Use your promo code CigarNerds for 20% off your order. Get you
Absolutely.
some tiny 10 pouches that you can carry into the Upside Down. And try to stay right side up.
Will you be able to open them, though? Because if you bring them from the right side up, can you open them upside down?
I mean, it takes a technique.
You just put it in your mouth and open it, and then...
Yeah, just do like a straight shot of... Go straight Strike Force. Don't even water it down. Just
We've done it. It's been a while, but we've done it.
Take it straight to the dome.
It's a little stout when you do that, but, it's all right.
But with that... we're going to get right into the main show.
Children behave. That's what they say when together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can. On and on to one another's end. Trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the crowd. And then you say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our heart is the only sound. Look out the way.
And welcome Welcome to the Upside Down, or I guess it's the Right Side Up is the new season shit.
You okay?
See, when I stop talking, you start talking.
Well,
That's how.
That's what I was doing. And then you had this weird expression on your face, like, maybe you'd been caught by a Demogorgon or something.
Getting my logging into the Hive Mind network.
Yes, that's what it is. Getting the cord down your throat, which kind of is reminiscent of, I don't know, kind of aliens.
I haven't got the white eyes thing yet, so once I get the O face and the white eyes, then I've been possessed.
The O face. I don't think you got enough experience with O faces if that's what you think it looks like.
I don't know. You didn't see some of the like fucking everybody who gets possessed, fucking head tilts back, and then it's like white eyes, like.
It kind of looks like
O face. They're having a fucking stroke. One or the other.
No, it's a night after Taco Bell and drinking on the toilet. That's what that is. That's the instant relief.
Oh,
it's
Sunday morning beer shit.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm not real familiar with that one, but okay.
It's like when you drank all night and then you've ate questionable greasy foods at 3 a.m. because that's what you do to soak up the alcohol.
So
and
then last night.
And then black sludge comes out you after the next day. Looks like the oil in your car when you're 6 months late on an oil change. It's like your soul is purging from your body the next day.
I feel like that one may be personal. I feel like that was personally aimed.
Yeah, so what's Atlanta going to do now? I mean, all the filming locations are being torn down or turned into Airbnbs. It's like that's kind of the thing that's kept us on the Hollywood map the last couple of years, I feel, is just the Stranger Things.
I don't know what we're going to do. Going to go back to being a shithole, I guess. I don't know. Till they figure out they're going to film something else here.
Well, I mean, we got a couple more Marvel movies in production. Those are usually filmed around here.
Yeah, at least partially here.
Like friggin' Ant-Man, where it's like, that's not San Francisco. That's like 2 blocks from Dragon Con.
Mm-hmm. Not many people know that, no. Just, the, 10,000 people.
I mean, there's that new show on Netflix that I've not watched yet, to whatever, His and Hers, that was filmed up in North Georgia.
Yep.
So it's like fucking here, South Hollywood.
South Hollywood? East Hollywood.
We're the Hollywood of the South.
Well, same difference. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, so... for play our whatever Where in the World is Brad theme song. He's away on work for at least the next month and a half, so you're probably gonna get a
yay.
I'm sorry to all you headphone wearing peoples who just lost your hearing. If you're gonna yay, lean back, don't yay into the mic. Yeah, so now that you're all deaf, yeah, he's away for work, so we're gonna have probably at least 3 episodes of guest hosts. Probably Amanda, or if there's something I want to talk about that she's like, I'm not watching that dumb shit. See who else. Maybe I can get Corey to come back and sit in on an episode, or
something.
I tell you the one thing though is this. I'm sad that it's gone because I've enjoyed this show, but it's taken them so long to wrap this up that it's like, these kids are damn near 30 now. It's like
some of them are.
It's like, we're not gonna be able to pull off y'all being high schoolers anymore. We need to hurry up and wrap this up. It took 10 years to tell a 5-year story?
5 or 4? I don't.
When it started off, they were
in elementary school when it started.
But they were like high elementary school. They were like,
yeah, probably 4th, 5th grade, something like that.
No, it started off them in elementary school, and then they jumped to like
the last year of middle school or something.
Yeah, there's like a couple years between things, and then there's the last couple seasons they were in high school.
Yeah, somehow all seniors. It doesn't matter how long you've been there, you're a senior.
Well, there was a 2-year break, I think they say, between season 4 and 5.
Yep.
Because I believe they mentioned Max has been in a coma for 2 years.
And somehow still graduated. with everybody else. We graduate all at the same time. Which would be fine if she was like excelled at school the whole time, but was like failing last season most of her classes because, you know, that's what happens when Becca's hunting you in your mind and you can't sleep or anything, you know.
Well, I mean, they, like I said, they
kind of Freddy-esque, you know, don't go to sleep because
the town was under a military quarantine, so maybe, like, you know, they're just like, all right, we're gonna give y'all kids basically a whatever that test is to take if you try to graduate high school without actually going to high school.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about.
What the hell's that called? Where you basically drop out and you just take a test to get your diploma. Equivalency, yeah. And they're basically, all right, we're just gonna give you all the GED test and see if y'all pass. If you pass, then we're gonna let y'all graduate because, yeah, y'all kind of been under military quarantine for the last year and a half.
We got so much shit going on here. We really don't care if you know who Thomas Jefferson was or when the pyramids were built. We don't give a shit anymore. We don't care. Just get the fuck out of here.
I say this season started off so weird too, because it was like last season ends with, you know, Hopper's not dead. They all finally make it back to
cabin in the woods.
But you know, Vecna's master plan takes effect, and he ends up cracking the reality, and you see, like, you know, the impending apocalypse.
Earthquakes. It was earthquakes. That's what happened.
And then we come back, and it's like 2 years later, and like life has gone on. Like people are like, you know, going to school. The Byers are crashing in the Wheeler's basement, and it's like, why is everything so freaking normal? And then you're like, oh, like the military has got the town under quarantine, and you know, they've basically like plated over the cracks in reality. And
yeah.
Nothing like 80s Cold War government to be like, no, there's not a crack in reality.
There's no problem.
Ignore the steel plates. And of course the kids are riding their skateboards and like using the
sleds,
the steel plates as to sled, and like, which I understand.
Business as usual, ma'am. Move about. I
mean, back in my day, at that age, we were breaking into the abandoned nuclear research facility in Dawson Forest. So, all right, I can't fault these kids too much for sledding on the crack in reality.
That is very true. You did do that, and I went with you. What the fuck was wrong with me? Probably because it was that or stay in the car, and I'd already been left in the car, so...
Oh. So, yeah, it was kind of...
perfectly normal child behavior. That's what we did in the 80s. Didn't you know that?
But it was weird that there was such a time jump between... Because you would think that there was a lot of wild shit that happened after the final episode of last season to, like, you know, jump that far forward in time.
Be amazed what you can get used to and call normal. It's fine. There's military all around. Can't leave the town. Excuse me. I had the hiccups. Can't leave the town. It's normal. It's fine. It's cool.
But we've got some new faces this season. Because if nothing, Stranger Things has been famous for bringing back icons of the 80s, whether it's, you know, Ghostbusters references or whatnot. But we had the weird German Russian guy that would kind of look like Arnold a couple seasons ago.
Oh yeah.
But we got Linda Hamilton herself as like the
crazy
Dr.
military
K,
doctor, yeah.
who's running the Hawkins project now.
Which for the 80s is pretty impressive for a woman. Like we don't do women in the military, or we didn't at that point, but
they did. They just didn't usually have combat roles.
Well, I guess since it was more of a science position, then, you know, if you call that science.
Weird science.
Yeah, Montauk called that science. A couple of places around the world call that science, but...
And yeah, last time we saw Hopper, he had gone through that sweet Russian prison diet and got all scrawny, but now he's, you know, bulked back up and rocking a sweet beard too, I gotta say.
Everything's better with a beard. Beards are good. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, stroke it.
Keeps my chin warm.
Go ahead and stroke it. He was a little too skinny. I think he lost a little too much. Although I saw him at the wrap up after.
Well, that was the point. He was in a Russian prison.
Well,
he was
yeah,
supposed
no
to look
shit.
unhealthily skinny last
No
season.
shit. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the Russian prisons aren't known for their cuisine.
Their hospitality, though, it's Russia. It's gonna be great.
Better than Ozempic. We've got Russian prison diet.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go to Russia. I can afford to drop 40 pounds. Let's go to Russia. It's fine.
Oh.
Gotta say, though, gotta miss that sweet, like, slicing Demogorgon's head off with a sword kind of thing. That was pretty cool. In Russia.
Oh, in
the
Russia.
prison.
I was trying to think, when the fuck did they kill a Demogorgon with a sword this season?
Not this season, last season. In the Russian prison.
But speaking of the Wheelers, in honor of Nancy Wheeler, I wore my Grumpy GI Stay Strapped or Get Clapped shirt, because...
The Walk 'em Down Wheelers.
And I gotta say, fucking Mama Wheeler this season, props to her, because, it's kind of one of the running jokes. It's like, the kids have been dealing with all this crap for like 4 or 5 years, and the only adults that know that what's going on is Hopper Joyce and what's his name? Murray. And like the Wheeler kids are like constantly freaking Nancy's hiding guns in her room and shit, and like mom and dad like have no clue what's going on. But when the Demogorgons come to kidnap Holly, the sister, fucking mama just like, all right, I guess this is what we're doing. There's aliens in the
Screw it.
in
There's
the
alien
house.
in the house.
We're gonna hide in the bathtub. That was a cool
That was a really cool scene.
cool effect. And I saw a video like how they literally had like basically a fish tank type setup where it was like they were in a tub, but like half of it was glass, so they could actually film them
That was pretty cool.
trying to hide under the water.
Gotta say,
But then she like breaks her freaking wine bottle and like tries to shank a Demogorgon. It doesn't go well, but I'm like, props for. I mean, she gets
she did some
gets
damage.
it back,
She did hit it a couple of times.
but she gets her revenge later on. I can't wait for the iconic whatever alien line, like, get your hands off her, you son of a bitch.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Yeah.
That's the line. But
she had her throat slit, so I mean, talking
Yeah.
talking was not a strong point at that point. But yeah, but
I
she
mean, hell-
she definitely gets her
Dad-
Karen gets her revenge later on.
Dad may not have been the greatest. Well, let's be for real. This is a period of time where they had to put a commercial on TV. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children... Hell no. No. We don't know where they're at. They're at Mike's or Joe's or Pop's or Bill's. Oh, somewhere.
And then
Oh, wait. That was all my buddies.
well, and then the most useless one of
Oh,
the
poor
Wheeler Ted
Poor
Wheeler.
Ted.
I mean, he tries to fight the monster and gets fucked up, but literally, he survived. You see them wheeling him into the hospital, and they never talk about him the rest of the season until the final. Like, they're like, we need to go check on mom. No one's like, let's go see how dad's doing.
Nobody cares. Nobody.
We kept checking in on mom. They're like,
Nobody
dad's
cares.
okay.
Dad's an absentee parent. We don't care. He's there, but he's not there. Doing coke in the bathroom and playing golf. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. See, mom only got better because she realized she almost fucked up. She was like, oh, I'm going to go sleep with a high school boy. Oh, shit. Okay, I need to rethink all of my
I don't think he was a high school boy. He was
in high school?
no. He drove Max to high school. Billy was like early 20s.
I don't think so.
I think
He
pretty
was
sure.
playing on the same basketball team as Steve.
Yes, but that was that season. The next season where he's like the freaking
yeah.
lifeguard of the pool.
Okay, then they might have
They were already out of school at that point.
Well, okay, whatever. So I'm going to go bang a 19-year-old, and then maybe I need to think about my my priorities a little bit. So then we just start drinking 2 or 3 bottles of wine a night and listening to music in the bathtub.
And what do you think about emo Dustin the start of this season?
I love Dustin, period. I love Devo Dustin. He's like, get fucked. I don't care. Just fuck you. I don't care. Your mom said I was great.
Yeah, since we got this time jump, Dustin still kind of dealing with the trauma of, I was going to say Billy again, Eddie's death.
Eddie was awesome.
And he's like, the rest of the kids have kind of like trying to fly under the radar, like, hey, we're trying to stay off, we're trying to do some secret shit and stay off the military's radar, but he's like, nah, like I'm still D&D strong. I'm gonna do whatever to piss off the guys who hated Eddie, and gets his ass kicked a couple times. But I swear, this season with the hair, grown up Dustin looks a lot like the dude from Stranger Things, Supernatural. He could be like
which dude?
The trickster Loki, aka Gabriel.
Okay, I can see that.
He could be like his kid or younger brother or something.
No, it's when Lucas goes to step in when they're throwing Dustin's against the locker. He's like, yeah, my sister beat your balls so fucking bad that you were out of school for weeks. Do you want me to do Not even do you want me to go get her. Do you want me to do it this time?
Yeah, we've got a lot more Erica this season as well.
I'm telling you, you leave Erica alone with Vecna for 10 minutes. It's done. It's all over. We don't need anybody else. Send 11 at Erica. 11's just back up. Let Erica just completely demolish him, and then 11 cut his head off, and we'll be done.
Oh.
I said, eat your damn pie.
Yeah, because part of what happens this season is Will finally realizes he's seeing through Vecna's eyes, and they're still not sure what his plan is, but for some reason, after he took Holly, they're like, he's taking like 12 other kids.
11 other. 12 in total.
Anyway. Math hard. So, he uses his psychic ability to try to figure out at least one of the kids on the list, and realizes it's Dipshit Derek, who joins the team, becomes Delightful Derek.
Delightful Derek.
But they're like, here's what we'll do. Erica, you're friends with them, or we're friends. We're going to like steal some drugs from the hospital, and you're going to just like dope them all up. Because if he can't see through his eyes, he won't know we're coming. And when the Demigorgons come to kidnap him, we'll low-jack a Demigorgon so we can track him in the Upside Down back to wherever they're hiding the kids.
I mean, it's not the worst idea ever. Although we could have, I guess, low-jacked Derek and just did it that way, but whatever.
But
then, Erica doesn't get to poison a whole family, so it's great.
Yeah. So everyone eats the pie and passes out, except for her one friend who's like watching her weight, like, no, what? I don't want to. And finally, she's like, just pulls out the needle and is like straight, like,
screw it.
He's like, I told you to eat your damn pie.
Should have listened to me. It'd been easier, but now I'm gonna stab you in the neck.
Oh.
And then you get your Ash reference when they're in the garage getting tools, and they're going to hand Steve a pickaxe or whatever, and he looks over and chainsaw. Chainsaw, motherfuckers.
Oh, Ash reference.
Ash reference.
I thought you said ass reference.
Ash.
I was like, we're not talking about ass blasters. It's a different thing from the 80s.
Ash is always good. But anyway, no, Ash. As in Evil Dead Ash.
All right, here's your question.
Yes, sir.
Demigorgon versus Graboid, who wins?
I don't know. Graboids are big, but Demigorgons are fast. They couldn't even catch Kevin Bacon.
And they can go between realities, so they could flee into a different reality. But then again, if the Graboid goes through the portal into the Upside Down, and
Vecna recruits the Graboid, that's a
Graboid
different story.
versus tentacles.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta say, probably still Demigorgons because they're faster.
The tentacles in the mouth, very reminiscent of Evil Dead tree rape.
True. That's kind of what it looked like when you see Vecna all strung up like a fucking turkey in the. You didn't see where all the tentacles went. They just all went behind him. You don't know where they were actually connected.
But I did get a very.
That's why he was so uptight. He had to stick up his ass, literally.
Yeah, quite literally. But very reminiscent of Red Dawn to me this season. Them going through the tunnels and stuff. Yes, hide your face because we know you're communist. You don't like Top Gun and you've never seen Red Dawn.
Yeah.
In fact, after this is over, we should watch Red Dawn.
All right, we can do that. That's fine.
But Red Dawn is a movie in the
I know
80s.
what it is. I've just never seen it. I know what it is.
Where Russians invade America and the local football team has to fight off the Russians.
Yeah, you got Baby and Patrick Swayze.
And Charlie Sheen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he played Swayze's younger brother.
No, I knew Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey are in it. But...
And the name of their team was the Wolverines. Hence where the Wolverines comes from.
Like I said, I'll hide my shame.
Yeah, but it's kind of smart they used the
trap they set was fucking awesome.
Yeah, they
that razor wire on top of the pool table, and then you got Lucas throwing balloons of acetone, nail polish remover, acetone. Yeah, I didn't realize it was that flammable because I've used that all the time.
Oh yeah, shit's like gasoline.
I've smoked cigarettes and taken nail polish off at the same time many a time. I didn't know it was that bad.
And you know what's worse than the liquid? The fumes. Those are more explosive.
I cannot tell you how many times I've sat there taking nail polish off and smoking a cigarette at the same time. So it hasn't happened yet.
But no, what I was saying was the them using the tunnels back from season 2.
Oh yeah, okay.
The underground tentacles that the Mind Flayer was building in the town.
Might as well. You gotta use whatever
since
you gotta
they kicked him out, and those are now there.
How is the military not aware of the location of those tunnels? Because the military, when they got Will and drew him out, the military was exploring all those tunnels.
Well, most of the military that was doing that shit got
murked.
Yeah, in previous seasons. So this is a whole new squad that has come in.
Yeah.
They may not be fully, because they killed or probably killed Dr. Brenner last season. I mean, dude's come back from the dead more than once, but
yeah.
So yeah,
what I feel bad for is what the other
Paul
guy,
Reiser's
character. They just left him. You're just gonna starve to death here, handcuffed to the wall.
Yeah, we never saw him again, so we don't know what his.
We don't care.
And Pizza Guy, freaking
Argyle.
Yeah, they basically quarantined the town, and yeah, our homeboy Argyle from last season did not make a return. He was kind of one of those that it was like. There was a couple.
Hypothetically, we're assuming he went home.
Yeah, he got the fuck out of there before the lockdown.
He's like, I'm going back to California where I can get good weed and not have to worry about any of this shit.
And then they built up whole, Dustin's girlfriend storyline, and then nothing about her this season. Not even
she was
we broke
Mormon.
up.
She's in high school now. Her parents are keeping a closer eye on her because.
Well, I've seen online
she's not allowed to date Dustin anyway.
And it might have been even the Duffers, they're like, Dustin was in a dark place post last season, so they probably broke up during the off season. But yeah, there was never any kind of mention of that whatsoever.
I mean, she wouldn't have been allowed to be around him anyway. Like her family was Mormon. She would have. Plus, they did come in and attack him in his house, and his kids attacked him in his house because they were trying to. She got caught altering his grade that season. Then she wasn't supposed to be on the computers, and then she hacked back into his computer when the other kids were there.
Yes.
So she must have gotten caught again. They're like, no more American boys, regular boys for you. You're done.
There's not really any outside communication allowed, so he's not been able to.
You are on
work up his
lockdown, young
radio.
lady. Yeah.
I do like that Steve and Robin took over the abandoned radio station and became DJs during this time.
Well, if there's one thing Robin and Steve are going to do, it's going to be employed. You're going to be employed. We're going to have a job. Steve's family has probably cut him off by this point. He's living on Robin's couch.
I mean, he got a new Beamer that he immediately lost in the Upside Down. But
yeah.
R.I.P. Steve's Beamer.
Steve and Robin going to have jobs regardless of what's going on. In the middle of the apocalypse, Steve and Robin going to work.
So yeah, speaking of 80s reference, reminded me a lot of remember Pump Up the Jam, Pump Up the Volume, whatever it was, with Christian Slater as the pirate radio guy.
kind of, sort of, ish, maybe. Not really, Mile. Why?
It was about a guy running a radio station.
Like a pirated radio
Yes.
station? It's familiar, but I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, and we also eventually find, after Holly gets ganked, she wakes up.
Mr. Watson takes her. It's Mr. Watson, because that's not as bad as Vecna and fucking One and Henry Creel. Mr. Watson.
Well, there was a new generation. The kids, everything for them was referenced Dungeons and Dragons. The new kids are what was the book? Because it was one that I had not read before.
A Wrinkle in Time.
Yeah, so that was all their point of reference for the things. But she wakes up in like a nice place with
Look, we're in the 1950s and petticoats and frilly dresses.
non-tentacle Henry, which it's like, oh, they're straight up in the Matrix. This is like the most Matrixy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because like the kids are literally stuck to a wall with tubes down their throats.
Have you seen the girl in the red dress?
Yeah, they're basically batteries for this thing, and like their minds are in this virtual world.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Tiffany and baking and frilly petticoats too, but shit seems a little too good to be true. It probably is.
They're like, and whatever you do, don't go into the woods.
Did you notice that Henry, when he's with the kids there, he kind of looks a little bit like Mr. Rogers, so it's a little disarming.
Comes in, takes off his coat, puts on his sweater,
cardigan on, and
put on his slippers.
yeah.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Yep.
He's like, yeah, I gotta go
feed the fish now.
we're gonna save all your other friends from the coming apocalypse. And of course, tells the kid, whatever you do, don't go into the woods. And of course, they immediately go into the woods and find out the creature in the woods is Max.
Fucking Ginger. Of course it is. Scariest thing out there is a fucking Ginger.
Because even though he killed her, and 11 was able to bring her body back to life, her mind has been trapped. That's why she's in a coma, is because her mind has been entrapped in Matrix Vecna's land this whole time.
Yep.
Which that was one of the things I did not like about this season. It was apparently there was a stage play that was kind of like a prequel, and there's a big part of
the storyline
that's based on the thing from the play that nobody saw.
Apparently, it was wildly popular, and a lot of people that were diehard into this did go see it. But it was only like put on one place, and I don't know.
They could have at least like released a video of the play or something.
Yeah.
Because this whole Matrix thing is based off Henry's memories, and then there's one scene where they go through, and it's high school, and Joyce is there, and Hopper is there, and it's like, wait a minute, wasn't Henry in the hospital as a child once his parents were murdered? Like, how the fuck did he go to high school and meet Joyce and all them? And apparently explained that in the play that, at a certain point, I guess they thought his powers hadn't really manifested since then, and they allowed him to go back to like,
this is just
general
our
life.
conjecture, of course, because we don't actually know.
There's a summary of the play on Wikipedia, because
right.
I had to go back and read that after this, because I was confused. I was like, when did Henry go to high school? I thought he was been in the hospital
in there,
since he was
smoking a joint. Mr. Wheeler's feeling up Mrs. Wheeler in the closet. It's cool.
But yeah, apparently he didn't show any signs of powers, and they let him basically his mom had sent him to Brenner for a while, and then he got released and was living as a normal kid, and then he met a girl, and shenanigans ensued, and like he ended up unleashing his powers and almost killing like her father, and that's when like they snatched his ass up and brought him back to the hospital and made him the fucking orderly dude. So for a brief period of time, he was allowed to go to school like a normal kid before he got put back in the hospital. But yeah, that's, if you've not read that play or read a summary of the play, it's like, this sequence here makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, well, apparently the Duffer Brothers were a little convinced of their own success. And it's true, they did. They were very successful. Like, okay, we can do whatever we want. Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, yeah, at least release a comic book tie-in or something to
Yeah, there
explain
we go.
this shit.
Like, we might need some more backstory here. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're doing 2-hour episodes anyways. It's fine.
Then again, I heard they started this season before they even finished the script for the final episode, so they were kind of like, how are we going to land this?
There was probably 5 or 6 different scripts for the final episode, and then there was so much uproar in social media. If you kill so-and-so, I'm done with you, Duffer Brothers. I'm done with Netflix if you kill so-and-so.
Yeah, that was the thing, too. There was so many spoilers, so many
Fan theory.
expected deaths that, like, literally no one who mattered died, theoretically.
Yeah, okay.
Like, the only person who dies is whatever, 8.
Callie.
Whatever her number was. From way back many seasons ago, because, like, they find out the government has a secret base inside the
Upside
down, and they're like, there's something in a vault that I can't see. They must have captured Vecna. So they plan to break in there and kill Vecna in the lab, and they find out, no, they've captured the other, lone survivor of the Hawkins experiments, and has been basically trying to recreate the experiments by draining her blood, but it's not working.
We're going to create a new army of super children because
they need 11 blood or Vecna blood.
We've got to make super soldiers so that we can fight the Russians. How many movies has that been the plot of, and how many times has it gone right? Never. Never.
Oh. But yeah, it's just so they, free her. And then there's a...
What is your problem?
I'm trying to figure out the way to say it that doesn't sound disgusting, but there's no other way to say it. They find out that there's a fleshy wall around the upside down Hawkins.
A fleshy wall.
Yes.
There's a barrier. You don't have to call it a fleshy wall.
It was a fleshy wall.
Well, that's very true. It's a barrier. Fleshy wall. Fleshy wall.
So they have the theory that the kids are hidden somewhere beyond the wall, and they're like, it's like this Empire Strikes or Return of the Jedi. There's a shield generator. We got to go blow up the shield generator. It must be the center of this thing is like Hawkins' lab, so it's got to be at Hawkins' lab. And then Dustin and Steve and all them go
Jonathan and Nancy
go there, and they actually find Dr. Brenner's notes because since it's perpetually 1983 in the upside down, and they realize like, oh, it's not a shield generator, it's a dark matter orb. But basically the upside down isn't another reality. The upside down is a wormhole connecting 2 realities, and Vecna, or the Mind Flayer, and all the demos come from one area. And then
Henry just landed there, and he's
when
like, yeah, we're just gonna
so basically, when 11 bitch slapped him into another reality, when she made kind of mental contact with him later on, it created this bridge between the 2 worlds. And his plan this whole time is basically capture enough kids to boost his psychic power so he could basically crash his reality into our reality and bring the monsters here.
And then I shall be king of the monsters in the whole world.
And I love Robin's like inappropriate jokes too. Just fucking when they're all like when they figure this out, they're like, all right, how are we going to get to Vecna if he's in the other world? And he's like, well, I saw a helicopter in the upside down.
But it won't fit.
We'll just grab a helicopter and fly it up there. And Dustin being he's like, a Huey has 40-foot propellers. It's like, there's no way it'll fit through a crack in the ups. And it's like, it's too big. And like that's what they say about Steve, but he still gets in there. Am I right, Steve? He just looks at me, he's like, what's wrong with you? I just love her, like, her stress response is inappropriate jokes.
My mother says it's my tone. That might be why I like her so much. That's what my mother always said. That's what you say.
You don't have resting bitch face. You have resting bitch voice.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's it.
It's not what you say to people. It's how you say it.
I have a tone. Anyway.
It's not that you said, I know how fast I was going, officer. It's like, yes, I know how fast I was going, officer. You see the difference between the two
not
things.
a difference.
Yes, one is ticket, one is warning.
Yes. Ticket was undeserved. It was not that I was speeding.
Oh, no, it was deserved.
No, it wasn't. I was not speeding. I failed to stop long enough at a stop sign is what he said. But that was bullshit.
And you probably explained it to him that way, and that's why you got the ticket.
Yeah, it's just $200.
Oh, sorry, my bad, sir. Like, I thought I stopped. Yeah, you put a little apology into your voice.
No,
It goes a long way.
I did stop, and I counted, and I know I stopped and counted for plenty long enough. You're just an asshole and don't want to do... What are you looking at?
Because the people at home agree with me. They're like, yep, that's why she got the ticket.
No, I probably got the ticket because he said, "No, you need to explain. Do I need to explain this to you?" I said, "No, my husband was a cop. He can explain it to me." That might have been why I got the ticket.
Here's your ticket.
He was a dick.
But Steve, who's been kind of the moron of this, comes up with the brilliant Slinky theory.
Steve is the GOAT. I don't know what you're talking about. That is a single mother of 6 children, and now he's got like 6 more.
He wants 6 nuggets.
He's got like 6 already. Steve is the GOAT.
So they're like, well, just let's let him try to collide the worlds, and we'll climb atop this giant-ass radio tower, because if this exists here, it exists there, and we'll just wait till we can just kind of step off the tower into the other world.
Go. Why not? Let's do that.
And then 11 and her sister will mind fuck him and stop the what was that Zelda game, Majora's Mask, where the moon's about to crash into the planet?
Yeah, something like that.
So we'll stop the moon at the perfect spot, and then
For those of you listening at home, Zelda is a video game from way, way back. That's an old...
People knows Majora's Mask. It's not that old.
We're that old.
You're...
Huh?
I think so you're old, but I'm older.
Yeah, exactly. What now? You want to go there?
Yeah, I'm ancient.
I need my Metamucil, sonny. Don't know who I was channeling there, but it's a vivid memory. I know it was a movie, but I don't...
And my knees are at least twice as old as I am.
Yeah. I don't know. I did have some trouble getting back up off the floor when I started to crawl across it last night.
Yeah, it's like it's not the age, it's the mileage. I got high mileage knees.
There you go.
Oh,
that's probably true. Anyway, where were we?
But the whole, like, once we see like Vecna's castle, the whole time I called it. Like, there's certain things that I'm like, I know where we're going with this, because every time you see him in his lair, there's a thing just kind of looks like a beating heart that the tentacles are coming out to and like connecting to him and the kids.
You didn't even see that until this season.
Yes, but every time you saw him in that room this season, you've seen the heartbeat thing on the wall. So I'm like, this castle is alive, and to me, this looks a lot like a dead spider. Like you see a spider that has died. It's on its back and its legs are up in the air. And
I
sure enough,
saw a skeleton hand is what I thought it looked like. But...
No, I was like, that looks like a fucking spider with its leg. And sure enough, like once 11 shows up the team shows up because 11's kind of running behind to fight Vecna. His castle wakes up, and no, it is the actual physical form of the Mind Flayer. So it's like, yeah, that whole psychic, cloud spider thing, or the flesh spider thing, was connected to an actual physical body that's in the abyss, as they call it. And yeah, it wakes up and I'm like, all right, we need a kaiju battle. Like, this is the 80s. You need to wake up the Statue of Liberty or something, and we gotta call Voltron to fight this motherfucker.
We already did that. We got the Statue of Liberty alive once already. We've already done our Ghostbuster reference. You're gonna pick something else. Yeah,
so I'm like, all right, fucking 80s era M16s and some homemade flamethrowers.
But it was working.
This kaiju battle
it was working, though.
But yeah, that thing was nasty looking. Yeah, and of course, finally 11 shows up and jumps inside of it to fight Vecna inside the thingy.
We're not, we're kind of leaving out the whole, like...
We're going to lure him into a
Will is a badass. We're kind of leaving that whole thing out. Like, because when he's tapped in the hive mind, he can fuck people. He fucked up 3 Demogorgons at once.
Well, that's kind of
Only
the
one
problem
of
with
them-
this being broken up into like 3 segments. Is
True.
like, so the end of segment 1, they come up with a plan that we're going to go, because the government rounds up all the kids that may potentially be the next Holly. And so they decide to break in and steal the kids back, but Vecna and the Demogorgons show up to, like, snatch the kids up, and he basically tells Will, like, the reason why I took you is because you're weak, and you can't do nothing to stop me. And he finally, like, fucking unlocks his Super Saiyan mode.
Yep.
And uses the powers of the
Hive
mind to, like, basically fucking stop all the Demogorgons that are about to eat his friends, and just basically does the whole body breaking thing that Vecna did to his victims last season, and just fucking psychically fucked up all these Demogorgons.
It was awesome, though. It was awesome. You see him crouch down there with the white eyes and the blood running from his nose. Like, yes, that's fucking awesome. I love that. I love that scene. And Mike's just sitting there looking like, oh, fuck, maybe I am gay. Wow. You ever seen that video about the dude? He's like, I don't understand. Never understood why women were into operators and tough guys. And he's like, then they had me play a casualty so that the pararescue could do their final exercise. And the guy would run in and slide up to me. He's like, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't you worry. He's like, kink. Now I get it.
The one little comic strip I saw was funny. It was like Will talking to his mom. He's like, I'm linked to Vecna. Like, I feel what he feels. He feels what I feel. Then it shows Vecna in the upside down looking at Mike, and he's like, my kid's kind of hot.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't want to kill that one. I kind of like that one. I want to keep that one.
Oh.
I liked it. I liked Will. I loved Will the whole time. But the little, I'm a victim forever thing was just kind of starting to drag.
Even you was like, quit crying like a bitch.
I did too.
Like,
yeah.
so many times. Like, I'm so tired of seeing Will cry. And there are so many things, like, we've talked about a lot of the good stuff. There were some problems this season. Every episode's an hour to hour and a half. The final episode's 2 fucking hours. Did we really need, like, a 7-minute scene of Will coming out?
I didn't hate that scene. I liked it, but that's
it just
me.
went on a little too, like,
I mean, I've
we're,
seen
we're getting ready to, like, stop the apocalypse. Guys, I need you all to sit down and let me tell you this thing. And I get it, but because, like, all the rest of us have kind of assumed he's gay since, like, season 2. So, like, the audience is like, yeah, dude, we know this. Fucking get on with it. But, they had to explain it to everybody. But Robin's coming out scene to Steve was, like, so much quicker and, like, better handled. And, like, Will's just went on for fucking ever.
It really was not that long, but I have seen a lot of criticism online about how long it went. There has been a lot.
Per perspective, we snatched the president of Venezuela in less time than it took Will to come out.
It was the 80s. It was harder. Besides, if he was he had to have his mind right, and nothing that Vecna could use against him if he was gonna fight him.
I'm just saying he could have got to the point a lot faster. And then, not only that, Max's... because we're kind of running low on time here. Max's, when her and Holly escaped the Matrix, that went on forever too. Like, I finally opened the portal. There's demi-dogs about to eat me on the other side. Let me walk my way out of the...
Yeah, okay.
I'm like, run, bitch!
Yeah, okay. No, for me...
it's cool and dramatic, but fucking run!
No, for me it was the fact that, like, she's like, oh, wait, I have an exit. I said I would protect you. You're going to have to figure this out on your own. I'm going home. Fuck this shit. I've been here so long. I'm going home.
But she did sit there and explain to her enough where she could unlock her own exit.
I don't care if you're 7 years old. I'm out.
Not that it mattered. Like, she woke up in the other world and got yanked back up. But
Yet another Karen Wheeler fucking awesome scene. Like,
them
I'm
just
gonna throw the
dramatically...
oxygen tank into the fucking washers and blow the... You see the demi-dogs sitting there, And one of them turned his
Vecna's-
head and he's like, huh?
Vecna gets tired of Max's interference, and he's like, well, I'm going to use Will's connection to figure out where she's at, and I'll just go kill her physical body so her disembodied spirit can't fuck with me no more. So she sends the dogs to the hospital, and they get on the PA system like, hey, we're fleeing to the basement, like, meet up here. And of course, Karen wakes up, and like the kids are all like hiding, about to get eaten by the dogs. But
I saw
props to Lucas fucking Spartan kicking that one fucking demi dog out of the elevator.
Meanwhile, he's holding a boombox, which, you know, if anybody from that time, that thing weighs 20 pounds by itself.
Fucking
And
deep
Max.
batteries.
But you
Bro's been
notice
working out.
Karen wakes up, and they're talking directly to Lucas. So she knows with some accuracy who's in the building. Her kids are not there. He's like, hey, Lucas, you're in danger. And she's like, fuck no, I'm up. I got this.
Like, I already fought one of those motherfuckers. Yeah, so she like, you know, they're all in the laundry room about to get eaten, and I like Robin's girlfriend thought she was like on drugs this whole time, and like, no, there's demons.
Well, there was barbiturates missing from rooms. I
And she
mean,
just
can you
thinks- she's
blame
like-
her?
it's
I'll
like-
make out with you, but I think you have a problem.
Yeah, but then when the monsters actually show up, she's like, oh my god, you're not on drugs. This
You're
is really
not
happening.
insane.
But yeah, Karen comes in and like, you know, freaking chunks the oxygen tanks into the dryer and just like, you know, blows up all the demi dogs. It's like fucking gangster as
Yeah,
shit.
that scene, it looks like one of the cats when they've seen something they don't understand. It's just like, what?
We heard
Huh?
noise. Let's go see what that is.
Yeah, let's go find out.
Boom.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty gangster. Like I said, Karen's a bad bitch.
Karen's a bad. All the single mothers are bad, or all the mothers are bad bitches. Karen's a bad bitch. Joyce is a bad bitch. Steve's the baddest bitch of all.
Speaking of Joyce,
Cutting his head off? Yes.
yeah, when they all finally get to the upside down to fight Vecna, and you know, 11 goes in there and does her thing, and
Impales him.
and Will like psychic fucks him, and you know, stops him from attacking 11, and they both kind of pull him into one of the toothy spikes and impale him, and finally kill the mind flayer, and then, you know, walk inside the body. But, you know, of course, Vecna's still alive, and you know, on his like, you know, pyre there, and like freaking Joyce comes up with the axe, and it's like, you fucked with the wrong family, and like just freaking decapitates his ass. It's like, fuck yeah.
That line probably should have gone to Nancy, because let's be honest, the Wheeler family was a lot badder than Joyce was. Joyce was a badass.
This is the one I think Joyce considers all of them her family. She's adopted all those kids.
Her and Steve and Karen, they all share custody.
Oh.
So you got like the first couple of seasons where it's Nancy and Jonathan and Steve protecting the kids, and then you got the last season where it's Mike and Lucas and protected all the younger kids. So we're just like passing the torch.
And also the kind of another thing that when I first saw it, I kind of called it, because when they're trying to go through the memories to get out, they find basically one of his. There's a memory, he doesn't go in the cave because he's scared of that memory, and you find like young Boy Scout Henry found an injured dude in this cave and ends up having to like basically kill him in self-defense because the guy tries to shoot him.
Guy does shoot him through the hand.
And then he opens up this briefcase before they escape, and I'm like, that's going to be something that infects him. Like, he's not naturally evil. He's been basically, he's just like Will. He's another Mind Flayer puppet. He's just like the oldest puppet.
Yeah.
And
The
you
first
find
puppet.
later on when he finally decides to face his memory and try to get the kids back, you know, and Will tries to like, you know, reason him. He's like, dude, you're just like me. You fight back. You know, you're a vessel either. And he's like, no, it's too late for me. Like, I didn't want to fight back. I accepted this, and now,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't think.
but he hesitates. So you see him open up the suitcase, and there's like a rock or something that infects him. And I think it might have been part of that play or something else I read online, that basically that guy was a Russian spy in like the early kind of Area 51 type shit, where they had basically, I guess, made contact with that realm at some point, and that was like a rock that they had gotten from the Mind Flayer's dimension, and dude was trying to get away, you know, smuggle it back to Russia, and end up getting injured and end up in this fucking cave and found by the kid.
Like, no, Vecna, you're not actually that special. You were just the first fucking bitch that got You're just the first pathetic, lonely little kid that got infected. You're not special.
So yeah, so
Joyce chops his fucking head off.
last season we kind of thought Vecna was the big bad and the Mind Flayer was one of his
Minions?
things. But no, the Mind Flayer was the big bad all along, and Vecna was just another one of his bitches. He was just his general and
Yep.
his weird ass army.
You were inducted into the military. You didn't know it. I like that they summed it up for everybody, or at least almost everybody.
We pretty much, once they're all saved,
Because you're like an hour and 10 minutes into the last episode. Like, why is there 50 minutes left? What are we doing now?
everybody had to get a shout out, and we forgot to talk about Murray's badass moment when the plan is, while they're fighting Vecna in the Upside Down, we're gonna blow up the Abyss. We're gonna blow up the Upside Down, so we're gonna go to the hospital and set up a bomb. And well, then the government shows up they got the helicopter blasting the sonic beams that interrupt their powers. And fucking Murray's on the roof with a grenade, and I'm like, Murray, you better not jump off this building and sacrifice yourself. But no, he chunks the grenade and blows up the helicopter.
But he could have, because it didn't matter, because he wasn't in the afterwards anyway. So
he probably went back to his bunker, and he's like living his best life. He's like, all those conspiracy theories y'all thought were bullshit was real.
they're all true.
Murray's probably got a podcast now.
Yep, he started out vlogging, and now he's got a podcast. Next week on our show, we'll have Murray as a guest.
Murray grew up to be freaking not Rush Limbaugh. Who's the other guy that everyone says is crazy that is right half the time?
Oh God, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know. I can't remember his name either.
But yeah, so everyone gets there, and then of course once they escape, they're like, we're gonna set up. We got access to a radio station. We're gonna use a record player as the timer for the bomb. So when the song ends, place go boom. And freaking Mike wants to use the Butthole Surfers, and Robin's like, I don't think the Butthole Surfers is a great song for the apocalypse.
It's not the gravity of the situation we're in.
So they go with Prince's Purple Rain.
Yes.
And of course, the whole subplot too that Kylie tries to convince 11 that, like, if we live, they're going to be able to recreate the experiment. So we've got to die. We got to stay behind when we close the bridge. And of course, they make it out of the Upside Down, but the military's there, and 11 gets away and like goes back into the portal as everything kind of blows up, and she psychically connects with Mike. It's like, you got to let make everybody understand what I did, yada yada yada, and appears to sacrifice herself. And then, like you said, we get another hour of. It's 18 months later. Here's kind of everybody's wrap-up story.
Steve is a sex ed teacher and a baseball coach.
He got his nuggets without having to have his own nuggets.
He's got more nuggets now. He's got all the nuggets.
Jonathan and Nancy broke up, and both, like, he's gone off to, like, film school, apparently, and Nancy dropped
got a job at the newspaper.
Dropped out of college and became a reporter, and Robin's doing something at college. I don't remember if they ever
didn't really
say what
specify.
her and then all the kids are graduating. Dustin becomes valedictorian and does the same, basically the thing that Eddie said he was going to do if he graduated, where he just says fuck all y'all.
Yep.
And Joyce and Hopper finally make it to Enzo's for their date, and Hopper proposes, and it's like, I got a new job. I'm gonna go be a police chief in Montauk, which, if you know anything about Montauk, it's kind of it's where the government theoretically did a bunch of shady shit, and it's kind of like the rumors of what happened in Montauk is kind of what the Duffers based Stranger Things on. In fact, their original script was called Montauk before they changed it to Stranger Things. So,
and that's where Joyce and Hopper meet. What's her name? Dawn and what's her name? And
who?
Sam and Dean's parents.
Oh, okay.
Like, no, we've done this before. Here's what you got to do.
And then we got
met this great couple. They had this really nice car.
And then freaking Max is fully healed. Now she's skateboarding, and and Hopper and Mike's still kind of, he's like the only one kind of not recovering from. He's like, I'm sad. And, Hopper's got to, like, give him a
Pep talk.
He's like, there's 2 roads ahead of you, kid. One, you isolate from everybody and you kind of become an asshole. And the other one is you find a way to go on. Like, believe me, I've already been down the other road. And, I don't recommend it. But then they're finally cool enough that they get invited to, like, the high school party when they graduate, but they decide to play one more game of D&D. And then,
fuck them bitches. They've been assholes the whole time. We don't want to be with them anyway.
And even little Will goes out to college in a big city and finds a gay bar. Like, they all... But yeah, friggin' Mike couches it in, like, the post credits of the game they're playing, where he's like, "Here's what really happened." The
Zoomer and the Paladin go on to stay in love and
retire and do this. The other one goes off to goes to the whatever the magical whatchamacallit and studies. Because Dustin goes off to college, but he still hangs out with Steve on the weekends. Will goes, to the big city and meets dudes. And then he's like, but the sorceress, didn't actually die. Her sister, basically created an illusion to make everyone think she was dead, because that's the only way she could truly be safe, is to convince everyone that she no longer existed. And then you see, because their whole thing is like, we're going to run away somewhere where there's at least 3 waterfalls, and you see 11 backpacking through looks like some Irish countryside, and there's like 3 freaking waterfalls, and it's like, and they're like, is that true? And he's like, I want to believe it is.
she's in Romania. She's going to fight vampires now.
Oh yeah. Either she died and Mike just made up this whole story to make his friends feel better, or 11 survived and literally no one that mattered died this season.
Yeah.
We even got the cock tease of Steve falling off the tower, but Jonathan saves his ass.
That was bad. That was bad, because I was sitting there, no!
The screen really fades to black for a second before it cuts back to, like, freaking Jonathan holding him.
That was the longest fucking second ever. It was not a second. No, you can't kill Steve.
Because there was that whole scene in the trailer of Dustin, like, screaming, like, being held back by the army guys, and like you assume that Steve's gonna die, and turns out it was his reaction to 11 probably maybe dying. But yeah, it was like, and I like him and Jonathan, like, and he's like, hey man, by the way, like, I've kind of been a dick to you all this time, but like I'm glad you, like, saved my life. He's
Thank
like,
you for saving my life. I don't like you.
He's like, I still don't like you. Yeah, I don't like you either.
We're bros now. It's
Yeah.
bonded through trauma.
And speaking of trauma, how about Steve and Dustin's fight when he's like,
Oh yeah.
when like, he's like,
I can't lose anybody else. I can't lose you. You're my best friend and big brother. And I mean, it's good that they're still, doing things afterwards, picking up girls together. Because Steve's
Steve's got a camper.
Steve's a whore.
And he's dressed like a Miami Vice. He's got the fucking suit and everything at the. He's gone like full like late 80s yuppie.
Well, he's got to find somebody that's going to give him 6 babies, because he's got adopted babies. He needs real babies. Steve's a whore. But we love Steve.
Yeah, and I like...
Steve and Robin and like a couple other ones, Murray, had no actual skin in this game. They had nothing connected to them at all. They're like, fuck it, we're going to fight anyway. So,
And I've seen some people making fun of Nancy's AR reload in that final battle. Like, why are you reaching over the top to hit the bolt release? That's just kind of weird. It's
in the middle of the fight, you might not do something. She's not exactly trained like you. She's just had to fight.
Figure it out on her.
She never actually went and trained. This is all. I like how they say at the air, how Robin's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go be a Navy SEAL now? Is that what you're gonna do?"
That's the spinoff. It's her, like, basically the reporter's a cover for her, like, CIA. Join this. She's a hit woman now.
Yep.
That was the other thing too. It's like they killed so many soldiers, but hey, Hopper's the chief again. We're just going to pretend none of this happened.
Yep. Nancy got a serious. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of death.
We can't charge y'all with murder without admitting what we did in this town. So the government's just going to be like, yeah, y'all don't talk about this shit. We won't talk about this
Nancy's
shit.
got a body count. Like, you see her when they're busting in that truck. she's up the top with like an AR and just taking out soldiers.
Oh
left
yeah,
and right.
fucking
It's
11
like,
Hopper both like we're stacking bodies this season. It's like, yeah, and it's like the end is like, nope, every happy hour, no one's going to prison. So the government's like, yeah, if we charge these people, we're gonna have to admit to what we did. So let's just like, y'all say nothing, we'll say nothing.
Exactly, nothing happened.
We're even.
It's all good.
So what do you think as we wrap this up? What we've heard there's going to be a spinoff. There's also an animated series that's going to take place kind of between a couple of the seasons. But we've heard there is a spinoff coming, but we've not really heard who it's going to follow, what it's going to be about. Do you have a theory? Is it going to be a new Joyce and Hopper story? Is it going to be a Nancy and in the
I want
young
it
adult
to be a
story?
Nancy and Steve story, but it's not going to be because it's not. It's just not. The only ones I could see doing a spinoff would be the older ones because most of the kids have projects already lined up.
And they've kind of gone to the Three Winds or whatever. They're kind of off all different colleges and shit.
Millie's got the third Enola Holmes going to come out before too long. Sadie's doing Gwen Stacy hypothetically.
But yeah, Hopper and Joyce are going off to Montauk, so maybe we'll get
maybe it'll be Hopper and Joyce spinoff. Maybe it'll be. Well, Steve's doing something else, too. He's already in the Marvel Universe, too, I think.
I don't think so.
Or, is it not, Steve?
Oh, no, he's got that new movie coming out, though.
Yeah.
The, whatever, Cold Storage.
Cold Storage.
Which, that's a guy, too, that, like, Joe Carey, he was only supposed to be in season 1. He was supposed to die. And they just liked him so much, he became, like, the central part of the
All of America is in love
story.
with Steve. We all want Steve. So, he's like, no, we're going to keep you around.
And as... I'm working on the last of this Amazon basin here, which, like I said, we've done the Amazon basin before, back when it first came out, and this, like I said, this is this year's, because it comes out every couple of years. Still good, medium to full strength. Got kind of a earthy, kind of a raisiny fruitness, like not a sweet fruitness, more of a savory fruitness.
Okay.
Like a dark cherry, raisiny
raisin
type of fruitness to it.
Like a dried fruit. Kind of like a charcuterie board fruit.
Tastes like it came off a canoe in the Amazon. We should have smoked this when we were talking about Anaconda last week.
There you go. That's true.
But with that, we'll be right back with some science.
Craving a caffeine fix and a dose of adventure?
Join us for the Have Coffee Will Travel podcast, where we sip, savor, and explore the world one cup at a time.
From discussing the latest coffee trends to diving into pop culture obsessions and sharing travel tips, we've got you covered.
So grab your favorite mug, hit play, and let's embark on a journey together.
Brewing up conversations about coffee, culture, and curiosity.
The Have Coffee Will Travel podcast.
Science!
And welcome back to Science.
Yay, science. Weird science. Anyway. There's a thing. I had a thing planned and it didn't work. It's fine. Go ahead.
So we're gonna nuke the moon.
Let's do that.
That big fucker's been staring at me for far too long. It's time we take him down a notch or two.
Yeah, we don't need the moon. It's fine.
But no, apparently, we have decided NASA and the government wants to put a nuclear reactor on the moon by 2030.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. That couldn't possibly go wrong, right?
Well, basically, we're looking to going to Mars and more deep space exploration. They want to turn the moon into basically like a refueling station for deeper missions.
Exploration. Okay,
So
well...
to be able to build several moon bases on the moon, where else would you build a moon base? We need a way to power those things, and solar is just not efficient enough for that. So the NASA and the Department of Energy has kind of partnered and signed an agreement to work together to try to build a reactor to power future construction on the lunar surface via the Artemis program, which is our new heavy lifting rocket program that should, I think the first one of those flights is scheduled here relatively soon.
Okay. How did that possibly go wrong?
Plan on beginning construction on the lunar bases by 2030, and for the nuclear reactor to be ready to launch toward the lunar surface by that same year.
We're going to launch a nuke at the moon. It's cool.
It's okay. It's like setting off a firecracker on a rock. It's not really going to damage you. I mean, didn't you learn nothing from Armageddon? You got to drill into the surface and set off the nuke before you can...
That was not the moon, though. It was an asteroid. We were not drilling into the moon. We were drilling into the asteroid. Same difference.
Yeah, we're basically going to use the moon as a launching off.
It's going to be a gas station. We're going to put a
launching
quick
off
trip on
point
the moon.
to Mars and beyond.
Maybe we'll put a Buc-ee's up there too while we're at it.
Hell yeah, space Buc-ee's. Get
Space
them brisket
Buc-ee's with
tacos.
Space brisket.
Well, speaking of Stranger Things, have you heard of the USS Stein monster?
No.
Well, there's a lot of old legendary stories of giant sea monsters attacking vessels, but
Nessie.
We've never really, they've always written that up to like just tall tales or old pirate stories. There's really not been any documentation until the 70s. A United States Navy Knox-class destroyer escort, named after Medal of Honor recipient Tony Stein, was basically running a operation in the Pacific Ocean, and as it launched out of California, they had suffered some kind of failure to its sonar systems.
Okay.
And when they brought it back into to port to check it out, basically some of the witnesses said it looked like the sonar equipment was attacked by a bunch of tiny alligators. It was just all chewed to shit. And they found a claw stuck in the equipment and some organic material left behind that at the time they really couldn't explain what it was.
So ocean alligators.
Theory was it was some kind of giant squid that attacked the ship, because giant squids do have claws like that, but not one of that size. So it was a really big fucking squid apparently. But yeah, apparently there is modern tales of a kraken-like creature attacking a U.S. Navy vessel.
Bring it on. It's 2026. At this point, there's hardly anything I wouldn't believe. Bring it on.
Well, as something I like to say, if we don't want Terminators, quit building Terminators. A new study shows robots are learning faster and more like humans. So basically, in a current test, they taught a robot 1,000 physical tasks in one day with only a single demonstration per task.
See, it's not that we're going to build the Terminators. What the problem is going to be is we're going to build Skynet. Skynet's going to build its own Terminators. Exactly. We're already building Skynet.
So a new report republished in Science Robotics, basically using artificial intelligence and newer learning algorithm, researchers taught a robot to learn 1,000 different physical tasks in a single day using just one demonstration per task. And they weren't just small variations of the same movement. Tasks included placing, folding, inserting, gripping, manipulating everyday objects in the real world. And because robots have always kind of been slow to learn because you basically have to program each
motion and
individual thing, where this is basically they've built a AI brain that's able to basically see and learn.
I mean, have you ever seen iRobot? I think that was the one with Will Smith.
So yeah, basically teaching the robots from demonstrations instead of memorizing the entire movements, the system breaks down the tasks into simpler phases. So basically one phase focuses on aligning the object, the other handles the interaction itself, and the method relies on AI, specifically an AI technique called imitation learning that allows the robots to learn physical tasks from human demonstrations. Kind of like that movie where Hugh Jackman taught a robot to box.
No, like I'm telling you, it's like iRobot. It's that one that has the, what was her name? The central hive mind in that one.
Oh, I don't remember what the brain was called.
It's like they got the central robot that teaches all the other robots. So it's like, yeah, it's Skynet's coming. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. What was the date? March 26th in Terminator or something? March something.
But originally it was like it already passed.
Yeah.
But in the later Terminator movies, it was like it still happened. It just happened later. I don't remember what the new Judgment Day date was.
What is the date for Judgment Day? It's coming.
Because I want to say like the first one was like in the 90s.
Was it?
Yeah. I don't know. Google that while I'm looking this up.
What I'm looking for.
So, next story. We've had another first. NASA has done its first medical evac from the International Space Station. So yeah, the current team that was up there on a 6-month mission got to come home a couple weeks early when one of the astronauts developed some kind of medical condition. It's not being released what it was, for his like privacy, but they made the decision it was going to be something that needed to be treated here on Earth. So they did their first medical evac and brought the crew back early via a. If you know anything about space travel, that shit's usually like scheduled to like specific windows. Doing anything fast in space is historically not really been possible. And it's kind of the first time of us being able to get someone back here on Earth and treat them, in a reasonable amount of time.
Okay, so the original Judgment Day was scheduled for August 29th, 1997. Then it got moved back to 2004. Then it got moved back to 2017, but we passed them all, so we don't know what the new one is now.
All right, so maybe we're good for at least another 10 years.
Ish.
In Fallout, the apocalypse didn't happen until 2065.
Okay, well, we'll be dead by then. It's fine. We'll be dead by then. Then it's going to be the kids' problem, not ours.
But that's all the science I got for you this week. We'll be right back with some nerd news.
And now it's time for all things nerdy in nerd news.
And welcome back. It's time for some nerd news.
Yay, news.
First off, and probably one of my favorite things, Kathleen Kennedy is finally retiring from Lucasfilm.
Yep, bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
So, witch, the wicked witch, ding dong, wicked witch.
Anyone who follows Disney's purchase of Star Wars since it left Lucas's hand, most of the
is disappointed.
Most of the bad decisions of like we're gonna nuke the expanded universe and start over, and we're all gonna concentrate on this new trilogy. We're not going to talk about the old trilogy. We're going to build a whole Star Wars land, but we're only going to concentrate on shit that happened in the new movies, not any of the past things that everyone loves. Like you can't go see Darth Vader. You got to talk to Kylo Ren and his creepy stormtroopers. Well, finally she is stepping down, and Dave Filoni, I forgot the other lady's name, who's going to be basically co-presidents of Lucasfilm here, going out. Anything that you've liked in the Disney post Star Wars universe has been made by Dave Filoni. Ahsoka, Mandalorian, The Clone Wars, Bad Batch.
I liked Bad Batch. I liked Mandalorian, Ahsoka. Those are all good.
So yeah, someone who actually was working with Lucas back in the day, who's generally a fan of Star Wars and an encyclopedic knowledge of Star Wars, is finally
back in
doing the Star Wars.
Which is how it fucking should be.
Yeah, so looking forward to that, because he recently stepped up as kind of like the head of
development
or like creation or something like that, but now he's like legitimately president of Star Wars, aka Lucasfilm. So can't wait to see what he gonna do. And kind of the first thing to tie into that, Galaxy Edge is finally opening the door to every era of Star Wars. We're not just stuck with the Resistance and the First Order. They're going to be able to bring in the classic Star Wars characters into the Star Wars land. So maybe I'll finally make a trip to Florida and see it, because I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Kylo Ren and the Resistance. But now that I can go see some, like, you know, Boba Fett and some classic Star Wars stories in the Galaxy Edge, I may be interested in attending.
I mean, if you spin it right, it was kind of a romance, but like not great. Wasn't done well.
What'd you do with it lighter?
Right here.
I mean, that freaking lesbian space witch storyline crashed hard.
I'm sorry, huh?
It was called The Acolyte.
Oh.
And it was the most boring thing I've ever watched. Isn't it?
Oh.
Like, I don't care the lesbian storyline. It was the most boring thing ever. It's like, it's literally, there's a little bit of action in episode 1, and there's a little bit of action in the final episode, and the rest of it is like 6 episodes of people walking. It was the fucking...
that kind of sounds like Warrior Nun, where
it was the
started
Lord of
out
the
good
Rings
and
of
ended
Star
good,
Wars.
and then that was it. There was nothing else.
I gave no shit about any of the characters in there. It was not good. I mean, freaking Skeleton Crew was good, Bad Batch, Mandalorian.
Skeleton Crew was the one with the kids, right?
Yes.
That one was good.
You know, basic Goonies in space.
Yeah. Well, that was entertaining.
But the Acolyte just bombed hard.
I didn't see that one.
You're not missing much.
Okay. Lord of the Rings in space.
Like, literally, they made a big deal about Carrie Ann Moss from The Matrix, whatever, being a Jedi in it, and, like, yeah, she's barely in it. She, like, dies in the first episode, and then she appears in, like, some flashbacks here and there. And
okay.
the dude from Squid Games is in it, and he's kind of cool, but yeah, it's just
bad storytelling.
yes, it's just like I said, it's
It's
boring.
It's pretty sad that you can take any amazing actor in the world and do bad storytelling, and it's still gonna suck.
And it just looked cheap. Like, it looked like it was all shot on a sound stage. It just had a a made for TV look to it.
Which you can't do that anymore,
because everything else they've
else
made
so
looks
big
so
and
good, and like, yeah, it's like, I mean, they made a big deal about there being like a, you know, gonna go fight a Wookiee Jedi, and then when they find him, he's already dead. I mean, it's like,
oh well, okay,
yeah, it was not great.
give me back some. I need the oh Jesus Christ, Wicket and the Ewoks. Give me the Ewoks. I'll reboot the Ewoks. That sounds great to me, because it's like, not only that, it's like a merchandising gold.
And we also got a couple movie trailers to talk about. First up, we have They Will Kill You, starring Zazie Beetz from Deadpool 2, and also, you know, she makes music and whatnot. Yeah, she was Domino.
She was cute. I liked her.
Yeah, we saw this trailer when we went to see Anaconda, and I was like, she looked familiar, and I couldn't place who she was. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's Zazie Beetz. But yeah, it's about a lady who gets a job as a maid in a creepy old hotel
that's been there forever and ever.
And quit shaking, you're rattling the mic.
I'm cold. It's cold in North
Fidget
Florida.
quieter. But yeah, it turns out the hotel is actually a satanic cult, and they have to sacrifice someone every so often to maintain their power. So basically, all the residents, all the staff are hunting her. But yeah, the polite little maid that they hired that they were going to sacrifice turns out was a bad bitch, and it's like just an epic fight ensues. I like dumb action movies sometimes, and this looks like it's a good combo of horror and action that looks like it's going to be pretty interesting.
If you have the choice to be a bad bitch, always be a bad bitch.
And speaking of former Marvel stars, we've got Hugh Jackman playing. He went from Old Man Logan to Old Man Robin Hood.
I'm down.
No release date yet, other than it's coming out this year. But yeah, we got a trailer for a movie called Death of Robin Hood, which follows an old Robin Hood who's kind of given up his ways, and looks like he's rescued by a family in a little village.
Old Man Luke. Yeah.
Yeah. Who,
get off my, you Jedi kids, get off my lawn. Who
gets attacked, and he has to, break out his bow one last time to save these innocent villagers that have taken him in.
It looks pretty cool. I think it would be good. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
And finally, and this one we do have a release date for, May 8th, Mortal Kombat 2.
Yay!
Finish him.
Finish her.
It
Total
is official.
annihilation.
You suck.
What?
You don't remember that? Yeah, like some of the, I think it was Mortal Kombat 2. If you lost, sometimes like Shao Kahn's voice would come on and we go, "It's official. You suck."
I don't remember that. Maybe I won too much. I don't remember that.
But yeah, we've got a trailer for Mortal Kombat 2, the second of the rebooted Mortal Kombat movies.
It's my second favorite of the action ninja games.
What was your first?
Soul Calibur.
Oh, yeah.
I liked Ivy with the chain sword.
But yeah, I liked the first Mortal Kombat movie. My only complaint, and it looks like they're fixing it in this one.
You mean the first, not the original?
No, I'm talking about this is Mortal Kombat 2. Okay. So the first reboot movie is they invented a brand new character, and the story focused around this guy Cole, who has not been in any of the video games or previous movies and whatnot. And all your classic Mortal Kombat characters were kind of supporting characters to this Cole storyline. And I'm like, you've got Liu Kang, you've got all these like great heroic characters. Like, why are we putting them to the side and introducing
this random guy?
You
don't
rando
belong
dude
here.
Well, the new trailer looks like that you see Cole for like a split second, but most of the trailer is introducing Johnny Cage, which was kind of teased at the end of the last one. So looks like they're finally focusing on, and also the first movie happened before the tournament, so there was no actual Mortal Kombat in the Mortal Kombat movie. Where the number 2, the tournament is fully on. Okay. And they've brought Johnny Cage. At least from the trailer, it looks like they're focusing on Carl Urban playing Johnny Cage.
Was Johnny Cage a blonde or a brunette in the original in the game?
Depends on the game.
He was blonde in the game. That's why he was blonde in the original.
Blondish. He had highlights, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, the new one looks badass. So yeah, I'm glad we're bringing more of the OG characters in, and from at least from what the trailer looks like, focusing on OG characters and not Cole, because he is barely in the trailer. You see him once, and that's about it. The rest of the time, it's all Johnny Cage.
Didn't the not Raiden, the other one? Didn't the actor just die that was in the original one?
Which one?
He played the bad guy.
Oh, Shang Tsung. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, he just recently
he just passed away not too long ago.
Passed. And also kind of continuing video game news, a little game called God of War, which was pretty badass. It apparently is getting a Amazon Prime TV series, and they have just cast their Kratos, and it's Ryan Hurst.
I have no frame of reference for that. Who is
he?
Ryan
Was
Hurst?
Opie on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, okay.
He was also in that Remember the Titans football movie.
I don't think I ever saw that, but I know who you're talking about now.
But yeah, the video game, it was always voiced by Christopher Judge from Stargate.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so, and actually Ryan Hurst was in the video games. He voiced I believe it was Thor in one of the God of War games. But yeah, I like him as an actor. He's like a burly ass Viking looking dude. So he's
that's how it should be.
He'll
if you're not going to use a
he should fit
Skarsgård,
right
you
in
gotta you gotta find somebody
as
close.
Kratos. So
because if you're doing Vikings, you need to use a Skarsgård. But if you can't get Skarsgård, you got to use somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, I liked him on the original Sons of Anarchy, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does as Kratos.
7, I think.
What?
Skarsgård.
Oh, okay. I was talking
there's
Sons of
6 or
Anarchy.
7. No, there's 6 or 7 Skarsgårds.
You were going down a trail, and I was going down a different trail. But that's all I got for you this week. Check us out on CigarNerdPodcast.com. Check us out on the ESO Network at ESONetwork.com. We're on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Cigar Nerd Pod. We're also on YouTube at Cigar Nerd Podcast. Go check it out. Give us a like. Give us a follow. Hell, give us a share. Comments feed the algorithm gods, even if they're bad ones. Those are some of the more funny ones.
You can complain. There's lots to complain about anytime I sub.
Get your energy drinks at StrikeForceEnergy.com. Promo code Cigar Nerds. Get your shirts at RealMenSmokeCigars.com. And keep running up that hill. And this has been a recording of the Cigar Nerd Podcast. We're your hosts, Smokin' Joe and Brad Jackson. Join us next time for more adventures in nerddom.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.